The war on terror has had a tremendous impact on the military strategies for nations, both foreign and domestic. Since the attacks of September 11th, much attention has been focused on the radical organizations that have made Western civilization their enemy.
The reason that terrorist organizations are much more dangerous today is the level of sophistication they've achieved. They have access to military weapons and explosives, and the electronic age has given them tools that they didn't have in the past. They can use programs like Google Earth to do ground-level surveillance of potential targets. They can get an iPhone with GPS capability and use social networking, again, to communicate and coordinate and keep track.
While the use of explosives in heavily populated areas has been highly publicized, it wasn't until 2008 that the use of small watercraft by these organizations came to the forefront.
So November 26, 2008, a group of 10 terrorists attacked India armed with AK-47 assault rifles, 9mm pistols, grenades, plastics explosives, and improvised bombs, and shot and killed over 170 people and injured over 300. They attacked Mumbai's largest railway station, a hospital, a local Jewish center, various restaurants and bars, and 2 of Mumbai's largest 5-star hotels.
Eyewitness accounts collated by the intelligence agency's report suggest that these men made their way into the heart of the city through the route of sea.
The 2008 attacks provided evidence that our coastlines are unsafe. On the west coast of Florida, Tampa Yacht stood ready to answer the challenge.
They started into business in early 2006. We received from some international sources an international tender for a coastal patrol and interdiction craft. Lo and behold, we found out that the prototypes that we'd started to build were very close to meeting the specifications of CPI boats. So we offered our boat up for consideration in that process, and decided at that time that maybe our better market was to work with foreign governments and the militaries to promote our coastal patrol interdiction capabilities and military assault craft.
In order to combat this new threat, militaries must have access to watercraft capable of reaching high speeds while maintaining high levels of maneuverability.
The 44 FCI is a purpose-designed fast coastal interceptor used for pursuing and intercepting potential targets, and also for projecting force and enforcing laws. The craft is designed specifically and dedicated to satisfy the requirements of the international community for a dedicated fast interceptor. It includes features such as ballistic protection, shock mitigating seating, and dedicated gun mounts. The craft includes high speed with twin diesel-driven surface drives driving the craft at over 55 knots. All these features together create a superior fast coastal interceptor craft. The craft can be used in a number of roles that are required to protect a coastline. The first role would be the military role, and that would be either direct action, boarding, or interdiction in a military sense. The craft presents an impressive profile, and that helps to support the overall goals and roles of the military to project force.
The success of Tampa Yacht provides evidence to the fact that the modern military defense industry is very much an international field.
Tampa Yacht has been successful internationally because Tampa Yacht has been willing to understand and play by the rules of the foreign entities, the governments and the agencies that are posting the rules and regulations having to do with the solicitation of the bid.
We're faced with a lot of different hurdles that their domestic companies wouldn't necessarily see or be burdened with.
For the risk, for the unknown, for the uncertainty, a lot of our competitor companies are resistant to going after international markets and international bids.
It is quite complex doing business in the global marketplace, and we've seen that.
In an uncertain economy, survivability is the key. And in order to survive, a business must look everywhere it can for opportunities.
And we put forward a plan in which to capitalize on the use of high-speed recreational boats for the anti-terrorist market, which we perceived, based on the headlines, to be a need that was coming fast and quickly for all foreign nations for protecting the sovereignty of their territorial waters against predators, terrorists, and smugglers. We saw that need early enough on that we were able to react by creating prototype products that we could demonstrate to those governments and those government agencies as solutions to their border protection problems.
In the world of coastal defense, Tampa Yacht has provided groundbreaking innovations, coupling high-quality watercraft with state-of-the-art military technology. This American-based manufacturer has established itself as a leader in the field.
We believe we have a tremendous stable of products, and our boats are needed globally to protect, serve the interest of various nations. I believe that's kind of the core reasons why we've been successful out in the core market, and I think we're going to continue to be successful.
Tampa Yacht's biggest challenge is to stay in front of the technological advances that the terrorists and the smugglers are employing. We have to be faster, stronger, harder, better, and much more efficient than what we're going to meet out on a seaway.
For more information, visit www.tampa-yacht.com or call 727-954-3435.